Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope my audio and video is reaching you guys without any issue. I'm waiting for incognito window to give me a feedback loop. Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope, okay, as of now I think audio and video is working and things should be fine. I'm just double checking everything. Gain is there, 10 dB. It should be fine. Okay, let's just make it a little bit more. Audio testing 1 2 3. Okay, yeah, now the audio levels should be fine. Okay. Okay, so here we are, and okay, anybody, is anybody even watching? Is it live or not? Concurrent viewer is there? Somebody click that 100% logo or type anything. It's like just so I can know. Is chat activated? Schedule concurrent view, edit chat activated or not? Customize. Yeah, it's for subscriber only, so that should be fine. Anyway, let's go ahead. If somebody is watching, they'll click something. Okay. Yeah, hi bro, Shringji. Hello. Okay, so stream is active, so that's good. That's good to hear. Okay, so today is a video that I did not wanted to make. Today is the live stream that I did not wanted to do because again, if you saw the thumbnail, you would have seen the High Court. So again, I will not share the exact detail, but most of you can easily guess. But the reality is there was a mistake made by me 4 years ago, and that caused 3 court cases on me. One was like done, like we're gonna lose it. So that case, our core focus was to reducing damage. That was sorted very quickly. Second case, which I filed, that took almost 3 years to finish and wrap up. That was done last year August. The fourth, the most brutal one, the most what you call dangerous, go to jail kind of case, that was done on basically what you call February, no, sorry, August of this year. Basically, just 2 months ago, if you're seeing, like, I finally had my victory. So basically, I won in district court. Basically, I was done with district court in all variables. Basically, all 3 cases done, district court done. Although my opponent is so useless and fundamentally they have nothing to do, so they are literally challenged the case that I won in basically high court. Basically, you have district court and then you have high court, or like upper court as Americans call it. So higher court, sorry. So we went to high court, and again the paperwork on high court was very slow, even though they filed it last year. And when your court case over, I don't know, man, I don't know. Do not use plastic water bottle and no, I do not care about that. And not to mention, basically last year they filed the paperwork and we received the notification that it has been filed, but again it took too long, and I think they were basically high court was waiting for district court to wrap everything up, so that's why that was not going. And I did say in the live stream also that I saw them, like, literally at that very moment the judge literally filed the verdict, and they were like, no, we're gonna challenge it. That very moment, like, judge has not even left, and they were trying to microplastic, dude, you already have microplastic, you are already dead, don't worry about it. So fundamentally speaking, that's what happened. It's like and yesterday evening, I got the first reality checks. Oh, okay, that was my bad. That's why the audio was so weak. Hold on, guys. I did not pay attention though. Hold on. Edit filters. Hold on. It's supposed to be at 10. 10. Yeah, it's supposed to be here. That's why I was like shocked. Why the heck audio level went down so much, even though I like actually calibrated it and all that. So okay, my bad. Yeah, so basically, we had a notification from our lawyer that the lawyer that we have hired for High Court has asked for some paperwork, and that required. So that's how we knew, okay, the case is not gone, it's actually active. And yesterday evening, I got a message that there is a first High Court date that is on, what you call, hold on, 21st, Friday, November. So I have to actually travel and all that. So that is a very big issue. Unfortunately, like, the timing could not have been worse because my family is also traveling. So I have to travel the other direction. My family has to go the other direction. It's like really, really frustrating. So fundamentally, it is bad. And today, that was yesterday. So, like, I was thinking about that one of the case that I have won. The second case, they have filed a motion against it, that came today. So, I basically went from yesterday, okay, now I have one case, to I have two case again. Basically, I literally went back to the same place as I was for past 4 freaking years. It's like past 4 years, and like the only what you call peace we got was only for 2 months, where there was nothing active, so to say. Again, my mind was like, okay, something is in my mind on the back end was going that like High Court is still there, is there still there, still there. Like I did not realize they were actually retarded enough to waste their, because again, even if you win, there is no winning there. It's like nothing. There is no winning for them also, and it's just wasting my time. And maybe they can get some money, but again, if you keep burning your years away, there is a penalty. Like there is a freaking penalty. You cannot just keep wasting your life away. So uh, you know, it is very what you call tragic, so to say. And yeah, it did sap joy. I'm not gonna say that like it's a good, comfortable news. Oh, you have like now been summoned to freaking High Court. And again, a problem with High Court is like district court, we sorted it out. Like the travel is known, it's a known variable, how much like kind of sorted it out. Ranchi is not sorted, so I can go by a vehicle, but it will consume more fuel. I think it might even drain two fuel tanks. It's almost like 600 kilometer or something like that, like full day travel back and forth. And the time is also more than 4 hours. So it's like 5 or 6 hours. So it's gonna be brutal in that regard. And train, it will require whole night travel on both sides. Basically, you have to travel a whole night, one day before the court date, spend somewhere in what you call a date, like from 6 a.m. to 10 or something like that, spend some time somewhere, and then I have to do the same thing after like court is done, would be generally done by 3 p.m. or maybe worst case scenario 5 p.m. and I have to wait till night to catch up train again. So I get it. There are certain benefits of going through railway, like financially speaking, but I don't think it's a good idea simply because it's I have to work for railway rather than railway working for me. So it's really so. What is the most or uttermost money for a phone? Your observation needed? No, that's a wrong question. It depends on your income. If you have boatload of money, that spending 1 lakh, 2 lakhs is irrelevant, spend it. If you're like, broke, spend on 10,000 only. So it's up to you. That's why. Is it true that if you study 20% of psychology, understand 80% of things, period distribution in subject? That's not how life works, man. Life is never that easy. Oh, do this much of work and get everything. Really, think it through, man. Think it through. If anything tells you like, oh, do this and it will solve your problem, it's BS. 99.99999% of the time, it is BS. At what age you want to go to maid, 65, 75, 100? It's not based on age. It's based on health condition. Meaning, if my body is functional, fine till like 90, I don't care. But if my body is like kaput, I'm out. So that's the whole point. What is your current hobby? I'm making something. Rate your life misery and pain out of 100. I wanna to compare. It's not that bad. While it is sad and frustrating, it is not that bad. Again, I have the luxury or terror of seeing people who are in much worse situation than I am. So it's like mine looks like a what you call minor irritation. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it's taxing, but it could have been worse. It could have been far, far worse. Again, like I had a slip disc issue, I got surgery. Did it solve 100% of the problem? No. Did it made it better? Yes. So that is there. And again, going to High Court simply means at least I made a progress in district court. I cleared the district court. Like at least, it's the same thing. How far are you? It's basically n minus 1. Basically, if you do something every day, and again, let's say you have a goal, right? I want to achieve this. That goal, you just do not know how many days it will take, but how do you work on it? It's simple, n minus 1. You do not know the n, all you are doing is n minus 1. You are clearing one day at a time. And that's how I have to make sure my mind remains sane. Otherwise, I will go completely cuckoo. So that is there. Asking does same topic matters a lot more than others? No, I mean asking does some topics matter? That's not how it works. Basically, see, you are always trying to find cheat codes. Life does not give cheat codes. Let that be very clear. Life is good old school. It's like people want to believe like, oh, rich people or this people are like, what you call, they found some cheat code. It's never that. It's never ever ever that. They always have to work through it. Of course, we hate them because they are succeeding, but like it always goes that way. I don't have a Samsung service center 25 kilometer from home. Again, bro, like why you're asking about mobile phone? Like I'm genuinely not getting it. It's like why are you asking about mobile phone from me? Just it is your life, your money, make a decision and just live with it. And again, I'm not focused on mobile phones specifically for this reason. Mobile phone is very personal, and people are like, anytime I have a very simple reason. I will not buy iPhone no matter how good it is. I do not like that company, I will not support it. The end. Another, I generally do not like to buy Chinese companies phone. So that only gives two or three options: Motorola, Samsung and all that. And you're like, yeah, so they are also manufactured in China. I know, but at least headquarter is somewhere else. So that is the thing. So does your teachers provided you problem solving mindset at altitude or anyone else? Life does. Teacher, I had really good teachers and amazing teacher who facilitated my curiosity. That's how I have this channel, and that's why like I keep getting. I have no idea what happened, but recently like there was a time in the early days, everybody's like, oh, what is your qualification? What is your qualification? Then all those people disappeared. Like nobody was asking after. Something has happened in recent time, and again I'm getting that. What is your qualification? What is your qualification? It's like, why does that matter? It's like almost people forgot that you're supposed to learn basically in school. The aim of schooling or college or university is that you should have the ability to learn yourself. They're teaching you how to study, not what to study, or like study this the end. That's not how it works. You will rot if you do that. It's like people genuinely like again I did a live stream with Naman Gandhi last week or last week before that, and again he said a very interesting point. Is like he understood enough of mathematics, studied enough of it, that if he wants to do something in chemistry, like he's working on batteries and all that, he wants to study something on battery, he can do it on his own. He does not need colleges, professors and all that, simply because research people, he understood how to write it, how to read it, and how to collect data. And it's like, okay, that's the whole point of it. You go there, you study something so you can handle it on your own. And then he focused on quantum physics because again that was new to him, so he can expand his skill base. So instead of that, and like a lot of people have this idea of like, college supposed to teach me. No, they're supposed to teach you how to study, not study this the end. That like so many people are asking me like cheat codes, cheat code. Trust me, I can tell you, like there is no cheat code other than patience. Patience is Jeff Bezos' cheat code. Neil Singh, it's a very old movie dialogue. Yeah, facilitated. What is means facilitated? I'm sad to know about you wasting time in court. Such is life. Such is life. Although I have horror or luxury, depending how you see it, of seeing people who are like in much worse position than I am. Like again, like there's people who are such unlucky that even though their case is older than mine, like they haven't even cleared the bail, let alone like clearing the name and all that, clearing the district court and then going to high court. Like yeah, this sucks going to high court, but at least going to high court, as in like district court is clear. So that is there. Video response video part 3. No, there is no part 3. Part 1, part 2 was like that's all I needed. Is like other than that it's irrelevant. As more people are becoming jaded and bitter, is that true? Absolutely. Again, we changed the sociology of human society itself. Basically, you literally converted women into victims and you converted men into oppressors. Of course, people will be bitter. Both party will hate each other, and tada, everybody dies. So yeah, that like you added poison to the well. That literally, family unit is the fundamental functioning block of human civilization, and that's where you fired a missile. You do not survive from that. Like this is not like, oh, this and that. No, you did. You did. Is it possible girlfriend AI can become $1 trillion industry? It will become that. It will. It will take time. Let that be very clear. I do not expect that to happen over like few years. It will take time. And again, somebody has to be smart enough to do it for long duration. Everybody will be like pump and dump scheme. So those will fail out. So I can easily see 10,000 company opening and 99,000 of them failing simply because they will all be doing pump and dump. Few company that has a long-term gamble where it's like if the dude is trusting us with this girlfriend AI, we have to make sure that dude is healthier. Like make the what you call guide, nurture. Yeah, they have to make sure the nurture vector is actually there. So basically, man has to become better using this AI. And that's again, a lot of people like just pamper them because again, it does feel easy, it does feel comfortable when you are going through hell. But like again, pampering is cool and all, but in small doses. But like you need nurturing in order to actually grow and thrive. So that will require certain things. Chinese government is too focused on critical technology. Every government is. They're just brute forcing it. Every government is focused on critical thing. Heck, even India also paid a lot of money, a lot of time, lot of resources for ISRO to have navigation as it's a critical technology. It's just ISRO just went lol. So every country does that. It's just that can they get the output and all that. That's in 2030 China is going to collapse and it can stay strong and above USA. It's not above USA. Everybody hates USA because it's awesome. Again, think in this way. I only say, like, always look into a country by two metric. Every other metric is useless, be it whatever. First, are there people having more than 2.1 kids? If it's 2.1, it's good. It's above 2.1, it's thriving. Does not matter what is the poverty, does not matter. Anything else does not matter. Why? Because time erodes everything. Like you can, oh, the European nation have this. No, they did. They did. They shift deleted themselves. They did. So you can, oh, Japan is good. No, they did. Only that is the first number. That is the only number that allows you to survive in time. We humans have survived 10,000 years of everything: war, famine, drought, economic hardship, everything. We never broke because family unit was intact and birth rate was above 2.1. Now it's below 2.1. So all the cultures that are below 2.1, all the countries that are below 2.1, they did. Like it may look, oh, it's like good and this and that. No, they did. That's the like outcome of death, is that below 2.1. Another, if given the passport, will people leave or not? Like for example, is India good or USA good? Very simple. If Indian people get the ability to eat from here, will they leave this country? Answer is yes, then the end, you know the answer. Like if people are, oh, USA is not that great, then why does every country, including Indians, including Mexicans, including Chinese, why the heck they literally go illegally to that country? That's the same thing. We've been through this. Like that was the same point of Berlin Wall. Like again, Reagan, I think, was the president at that time. He said like we had to build a wall to keep people out, but never to keep people in. That's the whole point. Like it's North Korea. Everybody will leave North Korea if there was no wall. They have to spend so much money and all that because again, it's a prison country. So same goes with other countries. So like always pay attention to these two things. If given the passport, if people will eat, that's not a good country. If you are studying the basically health condition and if the number of birth rate is below 2.1, does not matter like, oh, we have this, we have universal health care, we have this, nothing matters. Time will just shift delete you. It's like gone, nothing. We can survive without fuel. Again, fuel is very recent thing. We can survive without electricity, very recent. We can survive without medicine. It's a very recent thing. We cannot survive without babies. So as simple as that. My whole family is fair to nurture me because their own parenting or now my mental health is downgraded. See, whatever it is, you have to let it go. Like if it's in past, you have to let it go. You can't undo it. There is no point undoing it. There is no point bitching in it. And again, I understand your frustration. I have a freaking court case. So trust me, when I say I understand frustration, I do. Like, like, oh, like I lost my cool. Like if I lose my cool, when somebody is actively trying to poke me, actively trying to get a rouse out of me, I will go to jail. But I have to keep my cool because there is no other option. So same goes with that. Like let that past be past. But USA versus Australia leading polarization. Again, those are all bullshit. There is only one fact. If people have the ability, will they run to that country or run away from that country? Everything else is bullshit. And again, I keep telling you guys this thing and you are not getting it. If America tells you about their problems, that should be the scariest thing ever. Why? Because that means that's how good they are. It's like, oh, we have problems. It's like, a top player who's like really, GG level, it's like really good. They're like, oh, I messed up this one. It's like, but player who is like, barely getting by is like, oh, no, I'm actually very good with this. Like, I can take care of that. Like, you will see that. You will see that. You have to get a bit older. You have to get a bit wiser. It's like the people who tell you their faults are far more scarier than people who are like, no, I'm good. I'm trustworthy and all that. It's like you will understand that. Like, again, that's why I said, like, even Chinese people are like, China is starting to cut their passports so they don't want to go to America. It's like, BJP party is getting stronger. Is it good or bad for India? I do not like the idea that India does not have a good, healthy opposition party. That is a really sad thing. Very scary output, sad, undesirable. Everyone wants to go to USA, but America is owning home and a garden. Again, that's the whole point of it. That American dream is still there. Like, in person it's not getting home made food, father having downgraded mindset about lifestyle. This is present tense. I have to suffer till eligible for private job. Such is life. Okay, what happened? My okay. I hope the audio video stream should be better now. But again, it's still showing unstable output. I do not know what's happening. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I do not know what's going on. The stream key is a custom stream key, so I do not know why it's not working. But USA TFR is also 1.6, so also dead. Yes, Americans, white Americans are dead, but given the fact that everybody is going to them, that gives them buffer time. Basically, Japan does not have buffer time. America has, because everybody is going there. So, and yeah, that's the only metric that matters in time. Let that be very clear. If you're focusing on short duration, this matters, that matters. But no, it was laggy. I don't know, man. Like, I genuinely do not. Okay, now looks like it's going to 8 again. Why? I do not know why it's misbehaving like this. What the hell? I don't know. Nowadays, stand-up comedians are like showing true thoughts. Comedian, it's like, yeah, comedy is like now a very good window into the psyche of people's what you call. Comedy is tragedy with hindsight. That's as they call it. So that is there. Okay, guys, I'm genuinely okay. I hope now the streaming is stable. It is showing 7 kilobytes. Sorry, 6-7 megabytes per second. So I think it's working now. Okay, all the sad news aside, one good thing did happen. It took a sweet time, but did happen. Is that I was working on my what was that buffer time ends? But what after? Again, as of now, you only focus on next 50 years, right? You can't focus on next 10,000 years. Who knows what will happen? But in that time frame, 50 years, which again is only half of a human lifespan, they're still good. They're good. They got it. And again, if what you call how Trump is trying to do certain things, create certain level of chaos that could yield some good result, which again, we do not know whether it will work or not, but again, it could yield good result. And there are certain things like passing of the laws that paternity fraud will not be what you call subsidized and all that. So there are a lot of things that they are doing that could help that. But again, other countries are not even in the race. So that is there. It's okay. We are good as far as we can hear you. I do not know. Like, there was some glitch. What is what some special genes that are responsible for success of civilization? No, see, they have high trust society. Again, Japanese also had high trust society, but they did not control their ego. Their ego got ahead of them. Their ego got ahead of them. So that's the whole point. Everybody can succeed. It's like Indians were also succeeding. We just like started to kill ourselves. That's what Mahabharata is. It's a tragedy, as in like two bhai, as in like brothers fighting, and bloodshed that is so significant. And again, because our society was far more strategized, as in like there was different sect. If you kaput a very large section of a sect, you will cripple a country. It's basically what Russia is doing to itself right now. For example, people who do not understand numbers, they will say, oh, Russia's population is so much, so who cares about like 250,000? First, army will be scared shitless if that number happened in modern time. And to give you a context why that number matters, right now, if you have a soldier who's fighting in the front line, it takes minimum 20 soldiers on the back end to make sure that that element or tip of the sphere can function. For example, logistics, ammunition, medics, supply chain, like there's a lot of infrastructure just to make sure that tip works. Now, that's just in the army section, right? So even though you can say like we have like 6 million people in the like actual army, does not mean 6 million people are fighting. Like same goes with air force. Most of air force is support staff, because again, a plane to fly 1 hour, it takes 20 hours of maintenance. That sort of rough idea is there. So same goes with everything. So now if you tell like, okay, the tip went in, tip lost 250,000, that's a very big deal. Now, first you take Russia's population, slice it in half, remove men, remove women. And be mindful, men is already smaller because they already had bad blood from Soviet Union's attack on Afghanistan. That did not work out. A lot of blood loss happened there. Then you had Chechenian war for 8 years. That also had a lot of blood loss. So they already have what you call female oversupply and male deficit, so to say. So the trend is not balanced. It's unbalanced. So basically, the male side is a bit shorter than the female side in terms of numbers. So that itself is a bad thing. Another, your total fertility rate was always below 2.1 from 1990. Like they have never recovered after Soviet Union fall. Like never recovered. That number never went. Even like I think the highest they have managed is like 1.8. And again, now they are not even sharing that data because it's like, yeah, we did already. So that's how bad that is. Now in that time, again, in Stalin time, Stalin was kaputting that many people, who cares? But because again, that time birth rate was like 7, 8. So the civilization could endure that. That culture could endure it. Now they do not have it. And again, age group also, because again, you're not going to count below 18 and you're not going to count above 60. In that zone, that sweet spot, basically the younglings who are starting out, if you are kaputting them, now you have a scenario where it's like, dude, how the heck you have people for future? You don't. You don't. They're already dead. It's like, as for math, we have a rule. Just put a headed weight and started war like, hey, Elon is 22 refuels. Yeah, no. I don't think Putin, thought. Basically, he suffered the what we call this dilemma. There is a word for it, dictator dilemma or something like that. Basically, once you become a dictator, you kaput every competent people who can challenge you. So over time, you end up surrounded by yes men. So even if you are asking something stupid, nobody will tell you that you are stupid. So he become basically, the day one when he's starting, he's very smart, he's charismatic, he's getting orgasm, he's giving people orgasm, everything is awesome. But again, he kaputting people behind the bar. The first thing he did is like, remove the term limit in the constitution because he's like, my dick is biggest. Nobody in Russia has bigger dick than me. So he changed the term limit and then kaputed everything. And again, Russian people had time to survive that. They should have revolted at that point. They did not. Why did not? They already lost. Their soul was already destroyed by World War II, and after that, starvation of USSR. So they already had lost their soul. Think it this way, like the Soviet Union dissolves and everybody runs away. It's like, no, run by. So their soul was gone. Birth rate shows that. Like it's like, shwee. So that was done. And in that time, over time, he's like, okay, I want my power, my minds to be biggest in the Russia and all that. And consequence, everybody becomes corrupt. Consequence, everybody becomes blind and deaf. So Putin has no idea. So Putin actually believed, I'm not joking, Putin actually believed that Ukrainians will welcome him because his is the biggest. His biggest is like, look at my orgasm. But like, that was a lie. His spies were not telling him the truth. It's just like, tell him what he wants to hear. And that's why he created a scenario where he's like, kaput. Russia is kaput. Sales also has wide range, but they are suffering more than Bangladesh. Yeah. And then only Islam religion can support Russia's recovery of the population through multiple marriage. Let's see how that goes. We need to explain to Moon, Mars, O'Neill fast Earth is full of history, social BS. That is true. That's why I said like O'Neill cylinder is almost like a filter of Earth itself. It's like you cannot go to O'Neill cylinder and still carry grudges of the past. That will just kaput you. If it means go and capture some land in Russia, old man wheelchair will come to fight me. Ranchi High Court update. Again, the first date is on 21st, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. 21st, I think. Yeah, I have to go then. Again, I got first notice I got yesterday evening. Right now, I just got the first summon for the second case. It is tragic. I'm not gonna say like it is. It makes me feel very unhappy, very burnt out, very tired, and like I think I'm gonna eat some comfort food today just so I can untangle my brain. But do something, do same thing like Nepal can happen to India one day. People don't have jobs. Of course, of course, of course that can happen. Of course that can happen. It's like, see, that's why the first thing you have to understand, you have to start to study history in large time frame. Then things become clear. In short time frame, it's noisy data. Zoom out a bit and it's like, whoa, pattern emerges. It's like, whoa. So, East Asian genes are superior, or US math physics are full of Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, and Korean. No, if you have to say they are superior, that means it's not. It's like why they are running to that. Think in that way, like why they are running to them. If Again, this is the easiest way. Like if I say Japanese people are clean people, you will go to Japan and Japan is clean. If I say Indians are clean people, you will come to India and say no. That's how it works. So if they are like so good and smart and all that, they will be. If they're good and wise and know how to run a civilization, their civilization would be better. But their civilization is cuckoo. Cuckoo. Completely cuckoo. Japan is like, what if we work you to death? Yeah. Orgasm. And it's like, bro, like there are old men in Japan that are so retarded. They're like, okay, what if we F the younglings? I'm like, your job is to make the younglings' life better, not to F them for the country. There won't be a country if younglings are kaput. And they're like, no, no, what if we F them? What if we work them so hard that we became the only country on the planet that has a term, what happens if you work yourself to death? Because again, this again, I saw it. I do not recommend any of you searching it on YouTube, but you can find it. There was a bus driver who, and again, not too old, like I think 40s or something, like not too old. He comes out of the bus because it was his third job, and he walks dead, dead, the end. There's a word for it because that's how many people die. And again, they think this is like, they basically are completely brain dead here. Basically, they could not handle the ego damage of basically masturbating to a god. Like, and I'm not joking. The emperor supposed to be the god. They were masturbating that badly. It's like the emperor is the god, the god, and American is like, bro, come to our ship, and we're gonna humiliate you. Just come, come. So I don't think they ever recovered from it. And again, like the things they were doing in World War II makes hi look like a a teenager with throwing with temper issue. Like they were bad, they were cruel. And again, that was their plan for India. It's like, oh, he's gonna take care of the West Hemisphere. We're gonna take care of the ugly people like India and all that. I'm not joking, that was their plan. So if someone is like, okay, why you are not that great about Japan? I'm like, yeah, that's the thing. If your old people are like, let's F the young people, you did. The end. It's like for so ironically they have so much what you call lore, so much like culture and language and all that, and they do not have brain about simple things. It's like, bruh, life matters, ego does not. Life matters. So Singapore is better from your observation. Again, no, I do not want a Jerkorian nation where like there is a nanny state, oh, you can't eat this and all that. I want a country to be like, okay, people can do random things, but there will be chaos, of course there will be. But I am okay with that sort of what you call trade-off. I do not like this idea of like, okay, somebody else make every decision. So I'm like, what's the point of me existing? Like it's the same thing. Like a lot of people think they want freedom unless realizing that freedom means your mistakes are for you to deal with. So I do not like any country that has like, Jerkonian laws on everything. I'm like, no. And again, it won't suit even me because again, even if I go there, like let's say I go there, it will be scary for me because I'm used to Indians' logic, right? Things are free. Like following traffic rules are hard for Indians. Following the, those sort of rules will be very difficult. So you said paradox of poverty and pyramid collapses is going to cut the billionaires rich ahead. Elaborate communism part. Eh? No. When are black and black people getting US Olympiad teams despite being there? They do not care. They do not care. Nobody cares. Like I'm like literally, this is a big issue in the colored people community. Like flat out, they will tell you, it's like nobody wants to be like a doctor or engineer or anything. It's like they want to be rapper. So of course they're gonna focus on that. They want to again, basketball team and player and all that they have to be. But look into that. They're like they good. Look into like, okay, what do white people want to be? Streamers, content creator. Look into that and it's like, oh, understand, man. Like it's not that they can't win in math Olympiads and all that. It's not interesting to them. It's like, bruh, who cares? They want to be businessmen. Look into all the top, all the Mark 1 CEOs, all of it. Not one, all of it. Mark 1 CEOs. Then you're like, oh, again, it's like, it would be hilarious to find any young kid. Again, this is not me saying it, this is them. They're saying like our culture has been so kaput. Again, fatherless culture has this sort of outcome. So it's like, yeah, they don't want to. It's like, Japanese corporate is a prime example of senior retirees. I have seen Indian vlogger live. Japan is like, yeah, it's like, do common people have any option to stop government if they take a bad decision like E20? Again, ideally, that's why you're supposed to have election. So better countries other than America, India, better lifespan. Again, my target is Australia. New Lava Agni 5, Lava Agni 5 USB 3.2 is good backup phone like Australia. Like your thoughts on Launching on 20 November. Let's see. Singapore is a very small country, so make certain trade-off. Yeah. Again, I do not judge countries on what they are doing. I'm just like, okay, this is not for me. That's how I work. This is not for me. For example, if somebody says like, would you like to be in Japanese? No, hell no. Hell no. Would you like to be in China? Hell no. Would you like to be in Vietnam? Hell no. Germany? Eh. Uh, Sweden? Eh. Australia? America? Eh. You know, Mexico? Could work, could work, you know. So, so fundamentally, like again, you have to be okay with this idea that people want different things. Like I want different things, you want different things. That's the whole point. What is the red flag which you can tell people are gonna be extreme slash jobless inflation hai? For me, biology much more interesting than chemistry. I have deliberately studied chemistry rather than enjoying chemistry. Hey, why? Why? I'm unable to enjoy chemistry. Like again, you are responsible for it. If you are forcing yourself to hurt yourself, well, like you are responsible for that. Why you don't want America? Then if it's close to perfect, how many times as well different people have different desires. Again, there are a lot of Punjabi guys who literally jumped from Mexico to America and illegally drive truck in America and then make sure every Americans hate Indians. I'm not that guy. That's not for me. I understand why America is there. I understand what they have good, but I also understand that they do not have the things that I'm looking for. What about New Zealand? Again, I've not seen much about it, but I do hear that people say that it also has English speaking population, so it could be possible. Extreme pressure, big number evolution. I was wondering about landlocked countries good for energy. They can't grow seaweed. Yeah, if you're landlocked, you're kaput. Oh, I almost forgot. I was talking about this PCBs. This is the PCB that I made for my watch project. It's a breakout board. This is not the watch PCB, just a breakout board. So idea was basically this board you can see, like again, it has a different port. It was designed for Texas Instrument. They have their own ecosystem, so I don't have that ecosystem, and I wanted to make sure it works on a breadboard. And again, I'm not happy with the display, so I also wanted to jump to different brands display. Kioskia or something like that. There is a different brand. So for that reason, I needed to develop a breakout board so I can experiment and work on that. So that was my first task. And again, I did not directly wanted to jump into make whole watch just a breakout board. If I can make a breakout board, I'm like, okay, I have some idea. And the most complex part of this breakout board, of course, we have the wiring of that flex port to the 10 pin. That's not the hard part. The hard part is making sure the what you call decoupling capacitor works. I do not know whether it will, but let's hope for that. The biggest part was that this had to fit on a breadboard. There are a lot of like small modules you buy on Chinese market and Chinese products. They do not fit on the breadboard. Like there are certain power supplies are really bad. Like they do not fit. And I had to understand like how can I have pins that are on top and pins on the bottom and still fit here. And I did manage to find it. Okay, what the hell? Yeah. Okay. Yep, tada! As you can see, like completely matching the what you call the spacing. The space. This is the default spacing of what you call easy EDA grid. So if you have the pin at the right grid, it will match perfectly. This is the first time I actually tested it. This is my third PCB, and I'm very happy that it actually fits. So that means if I'm designing a module for other people, I can design a module that they can able to use on breadboards without any issue. And again, this will, of course, I don't have hot plate and all that jazz. So desoldering these sort of items, and again, there is a glue in this screen. That's the most scary part to me. It's like, because again, this is a latch, I can open it. Tada, who cares? And I have bought all the components required for making the display to work. It's just that I have to remove the glue from this. Like it's almost like a HBB tape. So how do I remove the tape without damaging the display? That's the hard part. If I can get that done, then I will put that on here and then assemble the parts. If the what you call breakout board works, then I'll have a lot of motivation to move ahead. And again, at least I've learned this, that I can design a breakout board, again physically, geometry wise, that will fit with breadboard. So That's one small progress. Unfortunately, like it was delayed 1 week simply because I was working with a guy who's for the fume extractor, and last PCB was made and shipped to him from line PCB. This was address was set to that, and like put he got the system, so it was 1 week delayed. And again, I should have been excited about this today or yesterday, but like again, bad news happened, so my brain was like, okay, completely kaput thing happened. What in country is not his country ambitious? If I enjoy biology, I don't have to force study biology because I don't have root learn biology. Extremely large, big numbers. Go to UK and Netherlands, man. Good for service. Try some African country. No, UK is not that good. And again, I have a friend there, so I'm not just saying things on. Oh, I heard it. No, I need someone like with what you call trust factor. I got my bros from like job and school job, so I know like. And again, UK does not have the what you call stability that you would require. Like they went full cuckoo. So and again, they jail people for tweets and all that. I'm like no. No, they went full cuckoo. So I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I don't need motivation to study biology. Cool. Netherlands again. It has to be English-speaking country. So because again, I do have a couple. I'm saying, colleague, not colleague, Mosere Bhaiya, who went to Germany and all that. So that's not like unheard of, but it's difficult. African country, most of them like are unstable on their own. And again, I'm like, I envy, not envy. So envy is not the right word. What you call their existence is very tragic. Like they got the worst case of like geolocation. Like India lucked out, China lucked out. We both had rivers on top of rivers with some extra rivers, so we never had to worry about it. Africa, starting time, it had money, it had money, pardon me, rivers and all that, but it went to from that to dry Sahara desert way too quickly. So the culture could not evolve. So culture devolved. They did not ever had the time to like create an infrastructure. And again, how would they? It's difficult to do now. That back in few thousand years ago, without advanced metallurgy and advanced semiconductor and all that, so it would have been impossible. So they devolved. And devolved I simply means the culturally they had to survive. Lot of fighting. This is the time when they started to own each other. And like East India companies like, let me buy it. That's the hard part that people don't want to admit. Is like, yeah, Africans were the one who's selling. They were the ones selling. So and like for example, their cultural belief about time is very weird. Like in India we have like very good understanding of time, right? Like bhutkal, vartaman kal, bhavishya kal. Like we have words, cultural stories, essence. Like our essence is there. We have essence in written language. We have so many written language. African tribes do not have that many written language. And again, it's not that they did not had it, they lost it because the ecological disaster. I think they are the first group or recent time I would say that got ship deleted because of ecological disaster. So basically ecology went kaput and they had large population there. So population went boom boom with each other and they barely survived. So they do not have the luxury that Indians had, where it's like we had water, rivers. Our songs have river, our house has rivers, everybody has rivers. Again, not now because we smoked dams too much, but we had rivers. Like go back to your grandfather time. It's like yeah, are nadiya mein jaake, it's like I just used to swim to go to school and all that. So we had that. Again, China also had that. Like they had so much rivers and all that. So you have to understand, like water is necessary. No water, you dead. Water, good. No water, you dead. So it's like they are very what you call unlucky. The spawn point is very unlucky, and they cannot fix it because. And this is another reason why I say like the only three governmental job I respect is like first army, second police, or second I would say loco pilot, third would be police. The reason for that is if you look in South African police, you'll be like, yo, Indian police has zero corruption. In contrast. So, but now Africa countries should become developed. At least coastal African countries should. Again, if your culture does not have that what you call essence, like they do not have time essence. I'm not joking. Like again, this is not me saying it. This is not Western people saying. This is African themselves. They still believe in black magic. And again, we had that. Like as an Indian, we had that. But again, we had a what you call wisdom where we just isolated it. हम लोग अभी भी झाड़ फूक करते हैं, but it's like it's isolated. It's not isolated in Africa. Like they did not manage like separate those two. हम लोग separate कर लिए तो हम लोग growth कर पा रहे हैं. They did not manage to separate it. As in like the easier, again, this is African astronaut, like if you ask them, it's like, okay, why America is so advanced, they will flat out tell you, it's like, oh, they have better magic, they are not sharing the magic. It's ingrained, even though they have Christianity, the Christianity adapted to their, what you call, boom boom system, where they keep going boom boom on each other, and it's like it ingrained too much. And again, look into, like, there are laws, I'm not joking, there are laws, like if we removed these laws long ago, and they have still laws where it's like, oh, if you are found doing black magic, we'll jail you. They still believe it. It's like, not even joking, like this is in their constitution. Remove everything, this is in their constitution. And people don't want to succeed, because if they succeed, somebody will cast black magic onto them. Again, the culturally, like, you have to understand, like, we Hindus were very good. Like, only bad thing we had is Mahabharat. We put it ourselves. It's like we were so OP, where it's like, let's fight amongst ourselves, and we put ourselves. But other than that, we good. Language, good. Mathematics, good. Time, good. Everything was good. Rivers, GG rivers. No problem about rivers. Water, like, Indians did not evolve in an era where it's like water is a thing, hard thing. Like, why you see we have like so many old, even in Rajasthan, we have like freaking water geometry. It's like, okay, this is how we're gonna go. This is how we're gonna harvest water, rainwater harvesting. I'm like, how long ago? It's like, oh, water in Indian is like, we good. But the irony is biology 50% chemistry, so better chemistry is good value in case of skill-based future. Let's see. Again, I do wish you to succeed, but like, this is a weird statement to say. It's like, oh, I studied chemistry because I hate it. It's like, that's a very weird statement to say. Oh. Dear customer, due to maintenance activity, credit card services will be unavailable from 16 November to 16 November. Oh, for 1.5 hours they are kaputting the credit card. It happens with you guys. Credit card service, again, it did happen with me once. Like, I was like so shocked, like, why my debit card is not working. I think it happened with Federal Bank. I was like, why it's not working. I was like, oh, it's supposed to not work. That was shocking to me. It happens like time to time, but it's like, ooh. Oh, another thing, I watched a Superman movie. It was good. It was a lightweight movie. I wanted something lightweight, something hopeful, and I was very happy with that. Something unique, something gentle, so to say, and I was happy with that. Oh, another aspect is I finally started to invest in US market, as in, rather than what you call index funds. Now I'm investing in actual naked stocks. And what's that? Okay, so there is an app in India which called Indie Money. Now, if you directly try to buy American stock, you have so many transition phases that you will lose most of the money. So what this is apparently a brand, Indie Money, partnership with Federal Bank, their partnership with American Bank partnership with a broker in US stock brokerage. So that's how they are doing the pipeline internally. So benefit of that is you only have to pay $5 bulk fee for 2 years. If you are like buying and selling inside 2 years, you have to say pay $5 fee on that, and all the income goes into your income tax. There are certain, like, if they pay dividend, you have this and that, but other than that, this is very, what you call, simplified. Again, I'm testing it out, so all other things are not sorted yet. But I have finally bought basically what you call this Rocket Labs stock, 2 of them. I'm thinking, like, my feeling is that if neutron rocket works, the stock value should go up roughly 2x or 3x. So that Neil deGrasse Tyson is also African origin. Origin does not matter. Where are you right now? It's like, it's saying like, oh, it's an Indian CEO in America. No, it's American. If he was able to do that, he will be doing here. He won't. That's a copium. That's a copium that people do. It's like, oh, is this origin matters? No, it's the environment where you are in that matters. It's the environment that matters. And again, it's like his family is from there. It's not even like, okay, heck, it's more likely that Elon Musk you can classify as South African, because again, he grew up in South Africa. So Elon Musk is there, but again, he has autism apparently. His father roasts him. Like, you look into like him and his father's battle on Twitter. It's funny. It's very funny. It's like, oh, I thought, like, Elon Musk is like a very stupid. I should complain to his teacher, and then I realized he was homeschooled. So it's like, it's very funny. You should look into it. So that is there. Fundamentally speaking, so that stock is there, but I have to say, I was genuinely pleasantly surprised how good whatever Blue Origin worked. I'm like, I have to say, Jeff Bezos I got the balls. And can you imagine, like, I'm not joking, like, it takes balls to even claim something, right? Elon Musk claims so much that it's like, lol, who cares? But Jeff Bezos does not do that sort of thing. He's like, it's far more measured. So he's claiming that he can have the third launch of New Glenn in January 2025. I'm like, damn. If he pulls off even February, I'm like, damn. And here's the thing, that is not the big ball part. The big ball part is I'm directly going to the moon. I'm like, damn, damn. Like, first, deploy payload into orbit. Done. Go home. Second, deploy payload onto Mars and land the rocket. Done. Third, do the same things, not basically landing and all that, and now deploy a lunar rover. Sorry, rover. I'm saying lunar lander. I'm like, damn. If they pull it off, again, I don't know whether they will be able to pull it off because it is a big thing. But again, Jeff Bezos is a patient guy, so he's like, ooh. Again, anyone who has that deep of a pocket and that much patience, it's very scary. It's a very scary combination. He's like, I will get there. And again, can you actually imagine if that actually happens? Just imagine, like, whatever time, let's just say March also. Let's say that actually happened. He did manage to make a rocket, did manage to send it. Making rocket, as again, that's also the other part. Because he has so much experience with New Glenn, New Shepard rocket, that landing and all that, he's directly trying to use that, like, never tell me the odds. That booster itself will be reused. Every other company, like even Rocket Lab, when they recovered the booster, they're like, okay, let's break it down, study it and all that. Blue Origin, land it, send it again, man. I trust it. I'm like, how can you trust? Oh, you already know how to do these things from New Glenn. And they Tokyo drifted the rocket, man. They're like, I'm like, damn. That was like some good energy. Was like, into it. Superman. Oh, 2025, the movie is like, what Hindu culture we're talking about, past about Mahava is saying the Mahava we had not superior, good time. We had our ups and downs like every other culture. Like, basically, there is a pre-Mahabharata, there is after Mahabharata. We kaput after Mahabharata. Basically, ghar ka bhedi lanka die. It's the same thing. Basically, if two brothers are fighting, oh, Americans also have the saying, no? It's like, united we stand, divided we fall. That was our divided we fall. That was our divided we fall. Nothing more than that. It's like, it would have been better if we did not had that. As simple as that. Any web series? No. I'm not watching any web series, something like that. So, a web series is like, I don't have that sort of time. And again, this Sunday was the like I worked so hard, like, just to have a clean Sunday where I was like, just relax, just like, just chill. And again, today I'm so anxious and frustrated. I have a freaking meeting at night because, again, working with American colleagues. So that's like, I think, oh, they have this weird thing. Oh, God damn it. What is that? Daytime savings. The clock is 1 hour shifted. I'm like, who is that? That is so stupid. Like, I get it. Like, in the 1800s, I get it. Not in, like, now. It's like they still have it. It's like so what you call, frustrating. Why yeah, sure, a woman should have nobody. See, there is nothing wrong with giving a woman the right to vote. There is everything wrong with giving women the power, not the consequences. That's how you create shift delete button. You do not want to create shift delete button. You should never create shift delete button. And that's how you make shift delete button. You give power, but consequences you dump onto someone else. You basically created a shift delete topology. It's like, done, did, go home. So I have no problem. Like, give as much power to everybody as they want, but make sure you give them the consequences of those power. You want to make this decision? GG. Here's the consequences of that. And again, that's why men have power. It's like, we get the power, we get the consequences. Consequences kill kaput people. All the dumb people, kaputa. All the weak people, kaputa. The good one, the smart one, the Jeff Bezos, was like, I'm patient. I know what I'm doing. It's like, wow. Like, my man has balls to put himself on a rocket that his company built and went into suborbital jump. I'm like, damn. So, what are the consequences of war? Makes us dead long run, cause we have thousands of years time to recover. No, see, you break certain things, it does not recover. Like, certain things you can break in any civilization. If you break the what you call harmony of a civilization, it gets kaput very quickly. If you create resentment, like again, why do you think Middle East has so much violence? It's called 1,000-year war. Look into it. They have been fighting for 1,000 year. 1,000 year. Let that sink in. 1,000 years. That's what we had did to ourselves. It's like it sounds very easy. It's like, oh, it happened in the back. Do you understand like what would be the familiar system? How many younglings you have kaput? How many fathers kaput? How many sons kaput? And how many families now hate each other? It's like, oh yeah, that's like it's just like. Do you understand this? Like Athara Aroni Sena was just one section, and that section was huge. It's like it erode corrosion. I would urge you to watch into this. What I say. Uh, what's his guy's name? Louis Rossmann. He talks about like social corrosion. That's a very good way of looking into it. So if you do this sort of thing, it corrodes a civilization. Like people have to, like, what's the value of money? Nothing. People have to have faith into it. If people lose the faith, the end. So any civilization works on faith. Basically what we call high trust society. You cannot have high trust society if majority of people went into a boom boom to each other. Like you're not understanding like how significant of a damage that will do. Like you will lose so many things so quickly. It will be like this civilization was a good culture that had like things sorted. Things were like people had a life. People had, again, wars were like minor inconvenience and there's like minor thing. And then compare that to World War. Like that's a very different ball game. Very different. 10k rupees free just before election, and you got 80 seats. Yeah, that's the truly tragic part of Indian politics right now. It's like even though Supreme Court is saying, dude, you cannot just give free money, and they're like, F you. I'm like, die. I'm like, die. I'm like, I do not know who is the more corrupt, judges or like freaking politicians. Because again, there was this case in like, you know, Supreme Court judges like, oh, his like house catch fire, fire brigade came and there's like crores and crores of rupees there. I'm like, what the hell? Your salary is not that much that you can have that many. Oh, no, no, just because you find money in my house does not mean it's mine. And because I'm judge, fuck you. I was like, damn, damn. So politicians are like, F you. I'm politician. I'm like, damn, damn. I think you make a video in Elon Musk versus Jeff Bezos 2025. Yeah, that would be cool. But again, I have to say, like, I would like, okay, let me create a poll for you guys. Let me create a poll. This would be interesting. Let me create a poll. Okay. Blue Origin, New Glenn 3. Okay, guys, I created a poll. You guys should be able to click yes or no. Okay, so this is Blue Origin, New Glenn, Moon Landing. What do you think, yes or no? I want to see what you guys are saying. Okay, 100% has already clicked. 3 vote. Okay, somebody, I have to vote or something? I should be able to see it, no? Oh, 3 votes. All are yes. Okay, everybody has like very high faith into that. But damn. 4 vote. Okay. Okay, okay. 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 You will you attend my way? I'm getting from Patna. I want to die like 7 votes. Oh damn! Confidence is high. I have to say, confidence is high. Confidence is high. Like people are like trusting Jeff Bezos balls. Okay, I have to share one meme with you guys, man. Like that meme made me so happy. I was like, okay, your boy needs to share some memes. When life makes you miserable, you share some memes. Let me find the image, man. It was so funny. Like I had like, let me share it. Let me find it. It was so funny. It's like, okay. What the hell? Arey, bro. Dude, do you really not understand root destruction? Like really, it should not be that hard. It should not be that hard for you to understand that if you break cohesion, anything that follows afterwards is irrelevant. It's like, yeah, you destroyed the core. Now you destroyed whatever else was remaining. Hold on, guys. Hold on. You guys gonna have some good meme today. Okay, your boy is like, okay. Okay, where is OBS? You guys gonna have some good memes today. Holy damn, only 23 people believe that it could fail. Damn. The confidence is high, man, I have to say. No, what the hell? My mouse button is breaking up again. I have to fix it. Yep. This is the piece I'm getting. It's like this is the like I have to say, man, like the dude is not getting old, dude is getting powerful. That meme made me so happy. Anyway, it was nice of a okay. I haven't seen you wearing formal shirts. I do if I'm getting paid. Anyway, I'll see you guys. I do not know when. Like, I'm genuinely not sure what I want to do after the Ranchi trip and all that. So it's like, oh, I do not know. Anyway, bye.